Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Code 369, and this is JavaScript algorithms and data structures class, and this is full stack development course. Today is class 53. And in the website in which we are learning JavaScript algorithms and data structures is freecodecamp. Okay, this is a self-learning platform where we can learn front-end development, back-end, and many other courses. Okay, so what is the specialty of self-learning? Self-learning is the best way of learning because everything you are putting your effort in order to understand it. Okay, so there is a huge effort behind it, so you will be learning in a better way. That's it. And let us get into the class. And also you can be asking, then why do I have to watch your lectures? And it is your wish. Okay, if you are watching my videos, that's fine. If you are otherwise, if you are learning by yourself, that is also very fine. That is best. Okay, but if you are getting stuck at any exercise or any concept, you can come to my class and you can watch it. Okay, that's your wish. Now let us start it. The thing which we are seeing in this course is basic JavaScript now, and so far we have completed up to assignment with the returned value. Okay, now we have to see standard line, and the link for this website is given in the description box. Please check it. Let us get into the class now. In computer science, a queue is an abstract data structure where items are kept in order. Okay, there is a concept called a queue in computer science, and it is normally like how we stand in a queue. Okay, that is the first person who is standing in the queue will be leaving that queue. Okay, and the person who is joining the queue will be joining at the last. That is the normal queue, and in computer science also that is followed. But here what we are going to see is we are seeing it in the arrays. Okay, in the array the first element will be leaving out, and the last element and the element which is joining will be joining at the last. Okay, so this is a function, this is an exercise that we will see how this is implemented. What they have told us, write a function next in line which takes an array and a number as an argument. Okay, so here by default they have given function, even we also can write it. So how to write a function? Give function keyword and give function name next in line, and take arguments which are arr and item. Okay, arr is an argument and item is an argument. Item which is a number. Okay, arr is an array. That's it. Then what they have told us, add the number to the end of the array. Okay, what is number here? Item is the number, so we have to add item to the array at the end. So how to add it? We have to use push. Okay, that is what we have seen in the previous exercises. Okay, we saw push and shift, all those things. So using r dot push, we will be adding item inside the arr at the last. Okay, that's it. Now what will be happening is this item will be added at the last of the arr, and then what we have to do is then remove the first element of the array. So how to remove the first element of the array? We have to use shift. Okay, so arr dot shift, the first element will be removed now, and then the next in line function should return the element that was removed. So what we have to do is we should return the element which was removed. So what we have to do is we have to assign this removed value. ARR.shift will be giving the value of the element which was removed. Okay, so we have to store that removed value to another variable. For example, let removed equal to ARR.shift, and I am going to return that value, return that variable. Okay, so you can see here in the output before 1 2 3 4 5 and after 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, the new num has added 6. Here you can see they have called the function. Next in line they have called the function and gave 6 as the item. So 6 is added at the end and the first number 1 is removed. Okay, here you can see 1 is returned here. That's it. Press Ctrl Enter. Understanding Boolean values. Modify. There are many types of data, which is number, string, and many data types are there, and Boolean is one of them. Okay, Boolean is nothing but either true or false. Only two values are there in Booleans. One is true or false. Okay, so what they have said here is you can read all these things. Okay, and what they have said here is if true and false are written inside the quote, it will be considered as string. Okay, and it will not be considered as boolean. So it should be written without double quotes or single quotes. Okay, and also this is a case sensitive thing, and the true and false should be completely in lowercase. Okay, that is also that is also very important. Here what they have told us, modify the welcome booleans function so that it returns true instead of false when the one button is clicked. Okay, so simply what they have told here is this function should not return false, it should return true. That's it. Press Ctrl Enter. Next we are going to see if statements. Okay, if statement. If statement is nothing but let me show you an example. For example, take this itself. Okay, take this whole thing, delete all these things, and take this and paste it here. Okay, actually this is a function. Okay, we already know, and this function has a parameter called myCondition, and we are calling the function here. Okay, test of true, test of false. So this myCondition will be receiving two inputs. One is true, and the second time it is receiving false. Okay, and inside the function what we are doing is we are using if condition. If inside the bracket myCondition. Okay, so what will be coming in this place, in the place of myCondition? At first true will be coming, and the second time the false will be coming. Okay, so if true, return it was true. Okay, and one thing which you have to understand in the if statement is if statement will be executed only if the condition is true. Okay, only if the condition is true. If the condition gets false, it will not execute. Okay, it will not work. That's it. Always remember this. So here if the if condition has to work, it has to be a true. Okay, it has to get the condition of true. I'm sorry, the condition has to get true. Okay, otherwise it will not work. So obviously at the first time we are giving my condition as true, okay? So the if condition will be working. And the second time we are giving false, so the second time it will not work. So that's it. So at this place what we are giving is true, okay? So it will be working. The result will be it was true. And second time it will be coming false. So it will not be working. So the result will be it was false. Okay, that's it. That is what if condition is. So relate all these things and reset all code. Create an if statement inside the function to return. Okay, first of all let us create the if condition. How to create the if condition? Give if and give open bracket and close bracket and give curly braces. Okay. If statement inside the function to return yes that was true if the parameter was the true is true. Okay. So what they are saying is if this parameter, what is that parameter, was the true. Okay. We are giving the parameter was the true here. Okay. If this was the true is true, it will be executing what? It should return yes that was true. Okay, actually this is a string, so you have to use double quotes and give yes that was true. Okay, if the parameter was the true is true, and return no that was false otherwise. So if was the true is false, it should return no that was false. Okay, so outside the if condition what we can give is return no that was false. Okay, so if this was the true is getting false, what will be happening is this whole if block will not be executed. Okay, so if we have to give this output no that was false, we can return the value outside of the if block. Okay, so this if block will not be getting executed when it gets false, and after coming out of the if block this statement will be returned. That's it. So how to call this function? How to call this function? Actually we should not call the function, I think so. It's okay. True or false. Okay, we have to give the function name, and inside the brackets we have to give true and also false. Okay, so for the first time when it gets true, okay, here was the true. If it becomes true, this will be returned. And the second time when this was the true gets false, this will be getting executed. Okay, press Ctrl Enter. And then next what we are going to see is comparison with the equality operator. Okay, this is very simple. And let us go to the exercise itself. And what they have given us examples here. Okay, 1 equal to 1. Okay, and normally you can see here, for example, where a equal to 10. Okay, and this is called as assignment operator because we are assigning the value to the variable. So this is not considered as a comparison operator. Okay, and we should not write like this. For example, 10 equal to 10. This is false because this is assignment operator. So if we have to compare two values, we have to use double equal to. Okay, so now this is called as comparison operator. So it gets compared. Okay, that's it. So when you are comparing two values, you should be using double equal to. Okay. And you can see 1 equal to 1 is true and 1 equal to 2 is false. Okay. And here 1 equal to string of 1, that is also true, and a string of 3 equal to 3, that is also true. Okay. So add the equality operator to the indicated line, so the function will return the string equal when val is equal to 12. Okay. So val equal to 12. When the val is equal to 12, that means the value is equal to 12. Okay. Value is equal to 12. It should return equal and return, and if it is not equal to 12, it will return not equal. Okay. Already in the previous exercise itself I told, if this becomes true, this whole if block will be executed, otherwise this will not be executed. Okay. So if this val is not equal to 12, this if block will not be executed and it will come here and it will return not equal. Okay. That's it. Delete this. This is not necessary. Press Ctrl Enter. Go ahead. And now we are going to use strict equality, and you can see it here. 3 triple equal to 3, that is true, but 3 triple equal to string of 3, that is false. Even if the number is even if the number is same, but if the data type is different, actually this is number and this is string. Okay. If the data type is different, this will get false. Okay. You have to remember that. Use the strict equality operator in the if statement, so the function will return the string equal when val is strictly equal to 7. Okay. Strictly equal to 7 means triple equal to 7. So if 7 equal to string of 7, this will get false. So 7 equal to 7, this will get true. Okay. So the data type should be same. That is why we are using strict equality. Okay. Most of the times we will be using the strict equality operator. And let us go. And here you can see a thing called type of 3. Okay. Type of 3 is nothing but it will be determining, it will be showing you what data type is. Okay. The number, the 3 is of which data type, it will be showing that. And here this will be showing a string. Okay. It will be showing you the item is of which data type. Okay. Here the compare equality function in the editor compares two values using the equality operator. Modify the function so that it returns the string equal only when the values are strictly equal. Okay. So what they are saying is this A and B should be strictly equal. So what does it mean? Even if the values are, even if the numbers are same, for example 10 equal to one number is 10 and another number is string of 10. Okay. Even if the numbers are same but the data type is different, it should be false. That is what the condition is. Okay. So even so the numbers should be of same data type. For example, like this, it should be true and it should be a number and a number. Okay. Only then it should be returning as true. That is what the condition is. So how to execute that condition here? We should use strict equality operator. Okay. Just now we saw it. If we are giving A triple equal to B, it means that the numbers should be same and also the data type should be same. not only number, it can be anything. Okay, for example, if A is a string and B is a string, value should be same, and also both these things should be strings. Okay, so here we are giving 10 and string of 10, so this will be getting false. So this whole if condition will not be executed and it will return not equal. Okay, press Ctrl Enter. And now what we are going to see is inequality operator. Okay, inequality, if we are comparing two values using inequality, what we have to do is one example they have given. You can see here 1 unequal to. So how to write unequal? Using exclamation mark and equal to. Okay, so 1 not equal to 2, that is true. 1 not equal to string of 1, that is false. Okay, 1 not equal to 1, that is also false. 1 not equal to true, that is also false. Okay, and one more thing which you have to know here is false. The value of false in numbers is equal to 0. Okay, you have to remember that whenever you are seeing false, the numerical value is 0 for the false. Okay, so here you can see 1 0 not equal to false, that is false because 0 equal to false. Okay, add the inequality operator in the if statement, so the function will return the string not equal when val is not equivalent to 99. Okay, so the condition should be val not equal to 99. Okay, press Ctrl Enter. And then strict inequality operator. Okay, it is same as strict equality operator. So 3 not equal to 3, that is false. 3 not equal to 3, that is true, because these two things are of different data types. Okay, you have to think about that. The data type should be same. Okay, only then it will be getting false here in this case. Okay, otherwise it will be considered as true. It is same as strict equality operator. Okay, if you are getting confused about this, you can go to the previous challenge and you can see it and compare with it, and you will be easily understanding it. Add the strict inequality operator to the if statement, so the function return not equal when val is not strictly equal to 17. Okay, so here the condition should be strictly not equal to 17. And now what we are going to see is greater than operator. So it is like normally what we write in mathematics. Okay, just to give greater than symbol. Okay, add the greater than operator to the indicated line so that return statements make sense. Okay, so the return statements should make sense. That is what they are telling. So here the statement should this statement should return if the value is over 100. Okay, so what we have to give here is value greater than 100, and for this statement, if the value is over 10, this if statement will be executed. So value greater than 10, and if both of these conditions get false, 10 or under will be displayed. Okay, that's it. And in the function which is called here, the value which is given is 10. Okay, so obviously 10 is not 10 is not greater than 100, so it will get false, and also 10 is not greater than 10, so this also will get false. So So finally 10 or under will be displayed. Okay, press Ctrl Enter. Now what we are going to see is greater than or equal to. Okay, this is also same like greater than but equal to 20 or over. Okay, so the value can be equal to 20 or it should be greater than that. Okay, so what we should use is greater than or equal to. So greater than or equal to 20. So the value is equal to 20 or greater than 20. Okay, and here 10 or over, it means that the value should be greater than or equal to 10. Now press Ctrl Enter. Now it is less than. Okay, the value should be less than 25, so give val less than 25. Here the value should be less than 55. Okay, press Ctrl Enter. Now less than or equal to. Okay, small than or equal to 12, it means less than or equal to 12. So give less than or equal to 12. Okay, here less than or equal to 24. Comparisons with logical AND operator. Okay, now we are going to see AND operator. Okay, the only thing which you have to remember in AND operator is, okay, AND operator. How to write AND operator? Actually, yeah, how to write AND operator? You have to give double AND. Okay, so the thing which you have to remember in AND operator is, if both the conditions get true, the block will be executed. Okay, if even one of the conditions gets false, the block will not be executed. Okay, just remember this. Okay, so here in the example what they have done is, inside the if statement they have given two conditions. For example, the number should be greater than 5 and number should be less than 10. Okay, so what are the numbers which are greater than 5 and less than 10? 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there are four numbers: 6, 7, 8, 9. So if both the conditions, they have used AND operator here. Okay, so if both the conditions get true, this block will be executed. Okay, and it will be returning yes, otherwise it will return no. Okay, that is the concept behind AND operator. Even if any one of these conditions get false, this block will not be executed. That's it. And you can read this statement which I have given here. Okay, so go to the condition, so sorry, go to the exercise. Replace the two if statements with one statement using the AND operator. Okay, what they have told here is, they have used two if statements. Here you can see. Okay, and what they have told is, we have to make it a single if statement. Okay, and which will return the string yes if value is less than or equal to 50 and greater than or equal to 25. Okay, so this is the condition which we have to give here. Value should be less than or equal to 50 and greater than or equal to 25. Okay, so delete all these things. Now it is made as a single if condition. Okay, and what is the condition they have given? If the value is less than or equal to 50 and the value should be greater than or equal to 25. Okay, greater than or equal to 25. That's it. So the number should be from 26 to 49. Okay, and if the number is like that, it will be returning yes, otherwise it will return no. So both these conditions should be getting true in order to make this block work. Okay, if any one of the conditions get false, this whole block will not be executed and it will return no. That's it. Press Ctrl Enter. Okay, some problem is there. What is that problem? Actually here there is one more curly brace, so I have to delete this. Okay, press Ctrl Enter. Now what we are going to say is logical OR operator. Okay, so let me make a statement here. OR operator. Okay, so how to write OR operator? You have to give double straight lines. Okay, this is called as OR operator. And what is the concept behind OR operator? If any one of the conditions gets true, the block will be executed. Okay, if both the conditions get true, then also the block will be executed. But if both the conditions are false, the block will not be executed. Okay, just read the statement. The statement itself is enough. So what they have, go to this. Here you can see in the example. Okay, number should be greater than 10 and number should be less than 5. So if any one of these conditions get true, this will return no. Okay, and if both the conditions are getting false, this will return yes. Okay, that's it. Combine the two if statements into one statement. Okay, we have to combine the two if statements into one statement, which returns the string outside if value is not between 10 and 20 inclusive, otherwise return the string inside. Okay, so delete all these things. We will write our own if statement. So delete this. So leave this return inside. Okay, we will be writing only our if statement. Okay, so give if statement. So what is the condition here? If value is not between 10 and 20. So how to write this using OR operator? If the value is not between 20 and 10 and 20 means one condition, the value should be less than 10. Okay, so value less than 10, or the value should be here, should not be between 10 and 20. So it should be greater than 20. Okay, value greater than 20. So if it is like that, what it should be returning? It should return the string of inside. Okay, so you can understand the concept here. For example, the value should not be between 10 and 20. Okay, so it can be less than 10 and it can be greater than 20. That is what we have written here. If any one of the conditions get true, this will return inside, otherwise it will return outside. Okay, actually Actually, this should return outside, okay? Outside of 10 and 20, that's it. Outside of the numbers between 10 and 20. Press Ctrl Enter. Introducing else statements, okay? So far we have seen if statement and now we are going to see else statement, okay? If we are clear about if statement and else is going to be very easy. For example, here you can see, okay? If this condition gets true, this block will be executed, okay? So far we have seen that if the condition of the if gets true, the block will be get executed. Okay, now we are introducing else statement. Just simply give else and give block, okay, and return some value inside it. So when this block will be getting executed, if the if condition is getting false, okay. So the concept behind if else is if the if condition gets false, the else condition will be executed, okay. If the if condition is getting true, the else will not be executed. That's it. Combine the if statements into a single if else statement, okay. We have to combine both these if statements into a else statement, if else statement, okay. So just give else instead of if, okay. And sorry if I am wrong. Go and yeah, the concept behind if else is in the else statement you should not give value, okay. So just delete this condition, okay. In the else condition you should not give condition. So delete the condition and press Ctrl Enter. Now we are going to see else if statements, okay. Else if statements. So what is the concept behind else if statements? This is simple, okay. In the if else, what we will be doing is if the if statement is true, if the if statement is true, else will not be executed, okay. That's it. But if the if statement is false, else will be executed, okay. So that is the concept here also, but we are including some more conditions, okay. In between the if else statement we are giving some more conditions, okay. So the concept here is if the if statement gets true, it will be executed and the following statements will not be executed. But if the if statement is false and the next condition will be checked, okay, this condition will be checked and this block will be get executed when it gets true. And even if this condition gets false and the else statement will be returned, okay, that's it. And now what we have to do is we have to convert this logic to else if statements. So how to make it else if statement, okay. So how to make it else if, just delete this, okay, and make it else if, okay. If else if and return, okay. So this is very simple. If this condition is true, this block will be getting executed and it will be returning the value of greater than 10. And if this condition is false, this condition will be checked, okay? Else if this condition will be checked and it will be returning smaller than 5. And if both these conditions are getting false, this will be returned, okay? And you can include this return statement in the else block also, okay? Give else block and it will be executed, okay? Even if you are not putting else, that is not a problem, okay? Okay, putting and press Ctrl Enter. Now logical order in if else statement, okay? So they are telling about the logical order. So change the order of logic in the function so that it will return the correct statements in all cases, okay? Here we have to change the order. For example, at first they have checked the condition of value less than 10 and then they have checked the condition of value less than 5, okay? So we have to change this order and I will say why we have to change this order. Just cut this and paste it here, okay? And cut this and paste it here, okay? This also same, cut this, paste it here, cut this, paste it, okay? So this is the correct order of logic, okay? Because first we have to check whether the number is less than 5, okay? And if it is less than 5, and if it is less than 5, we don't have to move to the next condition, okay? Whether it is less than 10 or not. Because if it is less than 5, obviously it will be less than 10, okay? That we know. So we do not have to go to the next condition. So this will return the value as less than 5, okay? But if it is not less than 5, we have to check whether it is less than 10 or greater than 10, okay? So this condition will be executed, and then if both these conditions get false, this will be executed and it will return greater than or equal to 10, okay? This is the correct order of logic, okay? That's what they have said here. You can read the statement in order to understand it, okay? This is very simple. If the number is less than 5, we don't have to move to this condition. So in this condition itself, it will get okay, this will be returning the value. For that purpose, we have made the order of logic correct, okay? Press Ctrl Enter. Now changing if else statements, okay? Write chained if else if statement to fulfill the conditions, okay? There are 5 conditions, we have to use if else if. So how to do it? Just what we have to do is give if condition, okay, and then else, okay, else if. And what is the condition? Num less than 5, first condition. Num less than 5 and then num less than 10. So I'm just giving simply num less than, okay, or just num, that's your wish. So what I am going to do is I am going to select this, okay, and I am going to press Alt Shift down arrow for 4 times. Now what you can see is I have copied the block, okay, because we have to give 5 conditions. So I have copied the block. And inside I am going to give a return and I am going to copy this also, because these are all default things that has to be in the if else, okay, in the if else statement. So just paste it. Okay. Then what they have said here is, if num less than 5, it should return tiny. Okay, so give string of tiny. And if it is less than 10, and it should return small. Okay, so just you can copy this and paste. Okay, just copy this and here paste it. And the condition should be num less than 15. Okay, num less than 15. And the next condition is num less than 20. And the next condition is num greater than or equal to 20. Num greater than or equal to 20. If the num is less than 20, it should return large. Okay. Actually, I have missed the strings here. Okay, I have missed the double quotes here. Sorry for that. Here at the last, it should return huge. Okay, that's it. Press Ctrl Enter. So for this exercise, what I have done is I have written the code and I am going to explain it, because if I am writing everything, it will be time consuming. Okay. So simply I have written the code and I am going to explain it to you. Okay. Here you can see strokes. Okay. Strokes, and if this stroke is coming, it should return this value. Okay. If the stroke is this, it should return a value this. Okay. For example, if the strokes are 1, strokes is 1, it will be returning a string called hello in 1. Okay. And you can see by default they have given the array. Okay. And in that array they have given all the strings. Okay. The strings which you are seeing here in the return column, okay, are given in the array itself. Okay. And what you have to do is you have to pick from that. Okay, you have to pick from this array and you have to return the value. Okay, you don't need to type it. And in the function what they have given is, and this is the only code which you have to write. Okay, this is the code which you have to write. These are all given by default. And what they have done here is they have written a function with the function name golf score and two parameters. Okay, what are the two parameters they have given? One is pair and another one is strokes. Okay, one is pair and another one is strokes. So at last they will be calling the function that is not given here in this example, but at last what they will be doing is they will be calling the function here. For example, they will give the function name golf score, and inside the brackets they will be writing the values of pair and strokes. For example, pair can be anything. For example, if it is a number like 1 and strokes is 2. Okay, 1 and 2. But here they have just simply put pair, they did not give value. So this is not a problem for us because they did not call the function. We just have to write the code, that's enough. Okay. Here what they have done is they just simply put pair. Okay. Here you can see pair, pair, pair. Only strokes are having the value 1, like that. Okay. So you don't need to worry about calling the function. Just delete this. We will be getting into the concept now. Okay. So all these conditions should be written in the if else if. Okay. So if this stroke is coming, this should be returned. If this stroke is coming, this should be returned. If this stroke is coming, this should be returned. So how to write it? So give if statement and you have to give strokes equal to 1. Okay, strokes equal to 1. So here you can see strokes equal to 1 means it should return whole in 1. Okay, so inside the block we have to give return names of index 0. So why do I have given names of index 0? Because whole n1 is located inside the index of 0. Okay, inside the array with index of 0. So I have given return names of index 0. Names is nothing but the array name. Okay, names of index 0 because the whole in 1 is located in the array at the position of index 1. Okay, like that I have given all the strokes. Okay, just give all these conditions inside the if block. Okay, strokes equal to or strokes less than or equal to, like that. Here you can see strokes equal to pair plus 1, strokes equal to pair plus 2. Like that I have given all the conditions. Okay, here you can see. Okay, all these conditions are given from this box. Okay, and for the second you can see if the strokes is less than or equal to pair minus 2, it should return eagle. Okay, so if the strokes is less than or equal to pair minus 2, it should return eagle. So where the eagle is located in the array, you can see here at the index of 1. So we should write array of index 1. So the array name is names. So I have given names of index 1. Okay, like that it will be going. And the concept behind else if is, if the if statement is getting false, the next else if will be getting executed. Okay, the next else if will be checked, and if the else if is getting false, the next else if will be checked, and the next else if is checked. Okay, like that it will be continuing, and this else if is false, the next else if will be checked. Okay, so when the else if is getting true, it will be returned. It will return the value, and the next else if conditions will not be checked. Okay, so if all these conditions are getting false, okay, all these conditions are getting false, at last what will be happening is else statement will be executed. Okay, that's it. Else statement will be executed. And what will be the value which will be returned in the else statement? Names of index 6. Okay, and the index 6 is go home. Okay, it will be returning the value of go home because the condition is greater than or equal to pair plus 3. Okay, the strokes will be greater than or equal to pair plus 3 and it can be infinite. Okay, so we have put it in the else statement and it will be returning go home. That's it. Press Ctrl Enter. Now we are going to see switch. Okay, so delete all these things. Just copy this. This is an example of a switch statement. Okay, switch is same like if else. Okay, switch is same like if else. It will be checking the multiple conditions, if else, else if, all these things. Okay, it will be same like them. So here what we will be doing is, in order to write the switch statement, what we have to do is we have to give switch. So okay, we have to give switch and we have to give brackets. Okay, inside this bracket we will be writing the condition. Okay, in this bracket we will be giving the parameter. Okay, parameter, and we will be having curly braces, and what we will be doing is we will be giving case and we will be giving number or string or anything. For example, case 1, and we will be giving the operation which has to be performed. Console.log of 1, okay, or otherwise result is, I am giving a string, result is published, okay, and then I am going to give break. So what does it simply means? It simply means we will be receiving a parameter, that means argument, simply a value, okay, which will be given when the function is called. And if that value is 1, okay, here you can see 1. If that value is 1, it will show this message, result is published, okay, and it will get out of this switch statement, break, okay, and the following statements will not be executed. For example, the second case 2, okay, console.log of, I am giving a result like result is 2, okay, and then break. Here also we have to give break. So if the first condition, okay, if the first condition is checked and that parameter is 1, okay, if the given parameter is equal to 1, this will be displayed and it will get out of the switch statement, okay. So the following case will not be checked, okay, the following statements will not be checked. But if the given parameter is not equal to 1, okay, this condition will not be executed. So it will move to the second condition and it will be checked, okay. The second condition will be checked and the output will be given based on if the condition is true, okay. So let us see with this example. Here we will be receiving an argument, okay, and if that argument is equal to a, and this will be displayed, okay. Otherwise this will move to the second case, and if the argument is equal to b, this will be displayed, okay, and it will break. The following conditions will not be executed. But if the condition, if the lowercase letter is not equal to b, then it will move to the next case, okay, that's it. Here there is no more case given, so the whole switch statement will not return any value, okay, that's it. So reset all code. Here what they have given is a function, okay. Here they have given a function and that function will be receiving an argument of val, okay, when the function is called. Here you can see the function is called and the value is given as 1. So this 1 will be assigned to this val, okay. And inside the function they have declared a variable and they have assigned an empty string, okay. And finally they return the variable answer. So what we have to do is write a switch statement which tests val and sets answer for the following condition, okay. So what they have said here is, if the val is 1, the answer should be assigned with the value of alpha, okay, and if the value is 2, the answer should be assigned with the value of beta. So if the value is 2, this answer should be getting the value of beta, okay. So that is what the code we have to write. So use switch go, okay, like this you have to initially put, and what you have to do is you have to receive the value, okay, val, and you have to check for multiple conditions. For example, give case, and if the val is 1, okay, and if the val is 1, what we have to do is return answer equal to alpha, okay. The answer variable will be reassigned with the value of alpha, okay. Now it is empty string, but when the val is 1, the answer will be assigned with the value of alpha. Okay, like this you can copy and edit. Okay, for example, I am copying this using, I am selecting this and I am using alt shift down arrow, alt shift down arrow. Okay, and I am going to give for 4 case 2 3 4 2 3 4. Okay, and the answer will be beta, gamma, delta. Okay, and you have to give break statement. Okay, that is also very important, break. And I am sorry, you should not use return here because you are using break. Okay, actually this is not a function, so you should not use return value. Only in the function we will be using return, so return is not needed here because we are just assigning the value. Okay, we are not going to use this value anywhere, so you just give break, that's enough. Copy this, so okay, if the val is 1, the answer should be assigned with alpha. If the value is not 1, it will be moving to the second case. Okay, and it will check if the value is 2, then if it is true it will be assigned with the value beta. Okay, like that it will be moving to the next conditions. If the first condition is false, it will be moving to the second condition and it will be checking. Okay, like that it will be moving. That's it. Press Ctrl Enter. Now the topic which we are going to see is adding a default option in switch statements. Okay, so far we did not see default option in switch, but now we are going to see. Okay, just delete this, copy this and paste it here. Okay, so remove it, this dot is not necessary. So here what they have done is they have add a default option in switch statement. Okay, so what is the use of default option? It's nothing but num is the input that we will be giving. Okay, argument that we pass, and if that num is equal to value 1, statement 1 will be executed. Okay, and it will break, that means the switch statement will stop. Okay, if this value 1 is not matching the num, then it will move to the value 2 and it will check. Okay, and if value 2 is matching, the statement 2 will be executed. But if both value 1 and value 2 do not match num, what will happen is normally the switch statement will not execute anything and it will close. But when we are adding default, if both value 1 and value 2 are not getting executed, both do not match the value of num, this default statement will be executed. Okay, this default statement will be executed. That's it. So let us do the exercise and we will easily understand it. Reset all code. So here what they have done is they have created a function and they are having, and that function is having the parameter of val. So we will be giving the value, okay? We will be giving the value to this val parameter. So when we will be giving, when we are passing the function, sorry, when we are calling the function, okay? So here we have called the function with the value of 1, okay? So this 1 will be assigned to this parameter val. And then what we have done is we have declared a variable called answer and we have assigned an empty string. So get into the exercise now. Write a switch statement to set answer for the following conditions, okay? So write a switch statement to set answer for the following conditions, okay? We have to set answer for the following conditions. Here what they have given us an empty string for the answer. So we will be setting answer, okay? So if so we can say that we are getting the value, sorry, we are getting, sorry. Actually we are giving value to this val as 1, okay? As 1. And what we will be doing is we will be creating a switch statement. Switch, okay? And what is the input that we will be giving here? Argument val, okay? So the value of val, here we can say 1 is the value. So if it matches A, if it is equal to A, apple will be assigned to the answer variable, okay? And if that value 1 is equal to B, bird is the thing which will be assigned to the answer variable. And if it matches C, 1 is matching C equal to C, cat will be assigned to the answer, okay? But obviously we know 1 is not equal to A, 1 is not equal to B, 1 is not equal to C. So what will be happening is we will be adding a default section and stuff will be assigned to the variable answer, okay? So we will be doing it now. So give case and string A, okay? So if the val is equal to A, answer will be assigned as apple, okay? That's what given in the conditions. So I am matching it for 3 things, okay? Just select this and press alt shift down arrow and I am changing it as B. And if the val is matching B, if the val is equal to B, bird will be assigned to the variable answer, okay? And if the val is equal to C, cat will be assigned to the answer variable, okay? But obviously we know 1 is the thing, 1 is the value which we are passing for the val, okay? So here 1 will be coming. So 1 is not equal to A, so apple will not be assigned. 1 is not equal to B, so bird will not be assigned. 1 is not equal to C, so cat will not be assigned, okay? So the whole switch statement will be not executed, okay? Switch statement, there is no use of having switch statement here. So what if all the cases fail? Okay, what if all the cases fail? What we can do is we can add a default section, okay? By giving default colon and we can assign. And one more thing which I failed is we have to add break statement, okay? That is very important, but I forgot. Add break. Here also add break, okay? So in the default section, what we will be doing is assign stuff for the, here what they have given is for default assign stuff as the answer, as the value for the answer variable. Okay, so give stuff, and here it will break. Okay, break. So that's it. And what finally what the function will be returning is answer variable. Okay, when I am calling the function, it will be returning the answer variable. So what I am going to do is I am going to store it in a variable. Okay, let result equal to switch off stuff. So what will be happening is the value which is returned by this function, okay, this function, okay, will be stored in the result variable. So what is the value which is returned by the function? Answer is the answer. Okay, the variable answer is the thing which is returned by the function, so it will be stored in the result variable. Then what I am going to do is I am going to see the result now, console.log of result. Okay, so what is the value stored in the function? What is the value stored in the answer variable here? Stuff. Okay, because 1 is the value which we have given, so 1 is not equal to a, 1 is not equal to b, 1 is not equal to c, so the default section will be executed. Okay, so what if I give string a? You can see apple, because a is equal to a, so apple is executed. What if I give b? You can see bird. Okay, b is equal to b, so bird will be the answer. Okay, so press Ctrl Enter. This is just for making you understand the concept. Okay, press Ctrl Enter. Now multiple identical options in switch statements. Okay, this is very simple. Okay, for example, if we are giving input like some number, okay, anything it can be, and we will be checking with every case like we did in the previous example, okay, previous exercise, and we will be showing a result. Okay, but you, in this thing what we are going to do is, for example, take this. Okay, let me explain you by doing this. Just take this, remove all these things. I'm just pasting it. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is I'm just copying it and pasting it. Okay, here also I am just copying it, pasting it. Okay, now you will be easily understanding it. For example, yeah, give break statement, and here also give break statement. Okay, so here what is the thing is, for example, I'm calling the, you don't need to call the function. For example, I'm giving switch of 1. Okay, it means that this one will be checked in every case. For example, it will be checking whether 1 is equal to 1. Okay, whether 1 is equal to 1, and what it will be doing is, if it is equal to 1, then it will be publishing this result. Okay, 1, 2 or 3. But what I can do is I have just to give a number here. Okay, just take this as a number, and this number will be checking with 1 whether it is equal to 1 or not. Okay, if it is equal to 1, it will be publishing this result. Okay, And if it is not, then it will be moving to the second case and it will be moving to the third case. But what you can see here is all the three cases have the same results. Okay, result 1, 2 or 3, result 1, 2 or 3, and result 1, 2 or 3. Okay, all these three cases have the same kind of results. So we are simplifying that it will be checking all the three cases. Okay, it will be checking all the three cases, and if any of the cases and if any of the cases match with the value of number, it will be publishing these results. Okay, so this is very simple. You can easily understand by seeing it. Okay, so let me do the exercise. You will be easily understanding it. Here what we have done is we have created a function and we are passing a value val. Okay, and here we have called the function. So this one will be assigned to val. Okay, and we have created a empty string and assigned it to a variable called answer. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create a switch statement. Okay, and we will be passing the val into this. Okay, so obviously 1 is the value which will be here. Okay, then I'm going to create case. Okay, case, and we can see here. Okay, if that val is 1, 2, 3, the answer should be low. Okay, and if it is 4, 5, 6, the answer should be mid, and if it is 7, 8, 9, the answer should be high. So how can we do it? For example, case 1. Okay, case 1, the answer variable will be equal to low. Okay, and if it is case 2, I'm just copying it. Sorry, include the break statement. I always don't remember. Break. Okay, I'm just copying it. Okay, case 2 low, case 3 low. Okay, and if it is 4 to 6, it is mid. So I am just case 4, the answer will be assigned as mid. Okay, then give break. So copy this. If it is case 5, this is mid. Okay, and if it is case 6, this is mid, and if it is 7, 8, 9, the answer should be high. So answer is high. Okay, so you finally understand. Okay, if it is case 1 low, case 2 low, case 3 low, like that, case 4, case 5, case 6, this is mid, and for 7, 8, 9, this is high. Okay, and how much complex is this? Okay, every time you have to write this code, but it always shows the same result: answer low, answer low, answer low. So just what we can do is we can remove this. Okay, remove this, and this also removed. Okay, so what will be happening is if it if it matches, if the val is equal to 1 or 2 or 3, either of these choices. Okay, any one of these choices, just if it is matching any one of these choices, the answer will be assigned with low. Okay, like that I am removing here also. if the val matches 4 or 5 or 6 or any of this, okay, it will be showing mid. Like this I am taking this also, okay. Like this the answer will be displayed. If val is equal to 1 or 2 or 3, the low will be displayed like that for mid and high, okay. This, so that's it. Now replacing if else chains with switch, okay. Instead of if else, what we are going to do is we are using switch. So how to do it? I'm going to be writing below this, okay. So give switch, and what is the input that we will be receiving is val, okay. The same thing like our previous exercises, and give curly braces. And how much of condition, how much conditions they have executed? 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 condition is going to be executed, so 5 case should be executed here, and that is also a string, okay. They every time they checked the value of val with a string, okay. Bob, Marley, sorry, Bob, and here with 42, here with 1, like that, okay. So just, so don't think about that, that is not what we need. And in the execution part, what they have done is they have assigned some value to the answer variable. So what we will be doing here is we will be assigning some value to the answer variable, okay. And next what we will be doing is we will be including break statement. So how many conditions they have checked? 5 conditions. So we will be having 5 cases. So just copy this to 5 cases, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. And what is the condition here? If val is equal to Bob, okay. So here in the case what we have to give is Bob. If it is, if the val is equal to Bob, the answer should be assigned with Marley. So give Marley here, okay. And in the answer you have to give equal to, I'm sorry, I have done mistake, Marley, okay. And what is the second condition? If the value is equal to 42, the answer should be assigned with the answer, okay. So give 42 here, and here give the answer, okay. And then we should be checking with numbers following 1, 99 and 7, okay. So in the case 3, we will be checking whether the val is equal to 1, and in the case 4 we will be checking whether the value is equal to 99, and at the last case we will be checking whether the val is equal to what, 7, okay. And if the val is equal to 1, we will be assigning this string, okay. So just copy this, and if the val is equal to 99, we will be assigning this string to the answer variable, okay. And if the val is equal to 7, we will be assigning this string. So now we are ready, okay. So delete this if statement, this is not needed here, and press Ctrl Enter. And here what they are doing is returning boolean values from functions, okay. The whole function will be returning either true or false, okay. That's it. And in the exercise, fix the function is less to remove the if else statements. By seeing this example, you can be easily understanding this concept, okay? Just returning the boolean values. So how to do it? Here you can see they are comparing if A is equal to B, true will be returned, okay? Else false will be returned. But they have simplified this code here. For example, function will be returning two parameters called A and B, and simply what it will be doing is return A equal to B, okay? So the function will be simply returning any one of the two values, either true or false, okay? If A equal to B, then it will be returning true, otherwise it will be returning false, okay? This is the simplified code of this, okay? By seeing itself you can easily understand it. So here what they have told us, remove the if else statements, okay? Instead of if else statements, what we will be doing is we will be just returning with a boolean value. For example, I am simplifying the code by giving return A less than B, okay? A less than B. So what will be happening? If A is less than B, true will be returned. If A is not less than B, false is returned, okay? So just remove this is not necessary. So what I have done is I have simplified this code by just giving the condition here in the return statement, okay? So it will be returning either true or false. That's it. Delete this, press Ctrl Enter. So far we have seen a lot of exercises, and I would like to conclude this session, okay? So we will be seeing return early pattern for functions in the next videos, okay? And we will be continuing all these lectures from the next video. And thank you for watching my videos, my friends, and thank you for supporting me. Remember to subscribe me, please do it. And thank you for watching. Thank you.